Tyson Fury and John Fury situation seems to have escalated and is now involving multiple parties such as Carl Froch, Michael Bisping, and a whole lot more, and it seems Tyson Fury has come out the woodworks and explained his decision behind firing John Fury from his corner and the real reason for it, what really went down between the pair, and what does this mean for Tyson Fury's team moving forward. Be sure to stick around till the end for the full details. Legendary British boxer Carl Froch has encouraged Tyson Fury to give up on his dad JN being a part of his team following his loss against Alexander Usyk in Saudi Arabia. Prior to the momentous meeting in Riyadh, Tyson invited his father John for the first time in an official role to his training camp. But before the bout ever began, Fury's father made headlines when he headbutted a UIC team member not long after he arrived in Saudi Arabia. John, who had previously served time in prison for taking a man's eye out, was left in much worse condition, while Tyson observed the event in disbelief.
Served time in prison for taking a man's eye out, was left in much worse condition, while Tyson observed the event in disbelief.
Be sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on the post notification bell. By doing this, you'll never miss out on any future videos from the combat sports world. British boxing veteran Carl Froch has urged for Tyson to cut ties with his father following his antics throughout fight week, saying the incident was a needless distraction. He's a liability. He must be hard work with the pressure he puts on Tyson. What does he say? Blood, guts, and honor. This is what I do every day. It's embarrassing. But I think Tyson is used to it, even though he's used to his dad being a bit of a underscore. He must think that's not good. We're in Saudi Arabia, big fight. The last thing you want is distractions. For me, if you got someone being like this on the team, they got to go. We didn't see much of him, did we? He's definitely gone missing. I think he's been told because we never saw him on Saturday after that incident. It's a massive hindrance for Tyson in the biggest fight of his life, and he's got his dad playing up trying to steal the limelight. It's not good for Tyson.
Survived that round and stay on his feet, but the referee was kind of hesitant and trying to get involved and trying to almost looking like he was going to stop the fight. And when you're fighting, you're letting shots go. I had it against Lucian Butek. You think you're going to go for the finish. The referee kind of jumps into I don't know, he's in between decisions, and it was bad refereeing. I don't want to give the referee stick, but I'll be honest, it was confusing. When Alexander Usyk landed that couple of good shots on Tyson's chin, his legs went, and then he stumbled onto the rope. So what happened there was, because he was kept up by the ropes, it's still classed as a knockdown. He would have fallen over if the ropes weren't there. So the referee spotted that and got in front of Usyk. Usyk, fair play to him, right at that point, he had a free shot on Fury. He had him on the end of the jab, and he could have landed that left cross straight on the chin and tried to finish him.
And Carl Froch is not wrong, especially with the magnitude of the fight itself, being the first undisputed heavyweight champion in 25 years since Lennox Lewis and Theander Field in 1999. Then you have your dad headbutting your opponent's team on fight week. It could sway your focus, to say the least. According to top-ranked CEO Bob Arum, Tyson Fury and Alexander Usyk will most likely face off again in November or December. Earlier this month, after nearly stopping the Gypsy King in an exciting ninth round, Usyk defeated Fury via split decision to become the first undisputed heavyweight champion of the four-belt era in Saudi Arabia. Up until then, it appeared as though Fury was in control of the bout. But in the final rounds, Usyk used a standing count to move closer to victory in the eyes of two judges. Yeah, the way I looked at it, and I was sitting with Frank Warren, and after the 10th round I told him that Tyson has to win one of the next 2 rounds to win the fight. He didn't win the 11th, but he clearly won the 12th round. I had the first round for Usyk, then the next 6 rounds for Tyson, the rest for Usyk, except for the last round, which I gave to Fury. I had 7 rounds to 5. I had Tyson winning by 1 point, as did one of the judges. Rematch clauses call for Fury and Usyk to rematch, but it's unclear if that rematch will be for the undisputed title, with the possibility of the crown becoming vacated. I know Tyson is anxious for the rematch. Arum continued, I think probably it will be in November or December, because you can't do it in October. The guys have been training for a whole year, and now for them to go back into training makes no sense. So I think late November, early December, or mid-December would be ideal for the rematch. I think the contract provides for Saudi Arabia to do the rematch, and the truth is that doing it anyplace else would be impossible, even without the contract, because nobody could afford those purses, as big a fight as it is, and the Saudis are great hosts. I thought the presentation of the event was terrific, so I'm sure the rematch will occur in Saudi Arabia. Before we go any further into the video, how do you guys see the rematch between Alexander Usyk and Tyson Fury going? Will it be repeat or revenge? And should Tyson Fury get rid of John Fury for the fight? Comment down below, as it'll be extremely interesting to see where Tyson Fury goes with his game plan for the rematch, as it really is the be all and end all for him, because if he loses again, he might as well call it a day, or of course fight Anthony Joshua, depending on how events pan out in his other fight against the winner of Daniel Duod, Filipurgovic. But then if he has the correct game plan and wins, it sets up a huge trilogy against us, which would break records. Frank Warren did recently confirm that Tyson Fury is officially activating his rematch clause against us. He's back here, he's recuperating, and his mood is that he wants the rematch, and that's already signed for, so it will happen, said Warren.
Usyk and Tyson Fury is likely to take place in October. This was revealed by Tyson Fury's promoter Frank Warren, so it more than likely will be the case. The rematch between these two will be a lot closer than people actually realise, in my opinion. But if Fury loses again, I just hope that the Fury crybabies can cope a bit harder, because after this first loss to Usyk, they have been an absolute nuisance and have been struggling to cope so much.
At his press conference following the bout, Buck stated that he is ready for the rematch. Fury, who has maintained that he was unlucky to have given up on the decision, will be thrilled to have the chance to defeat Usyk again. I believe I won that fight. I think he won a few of those rounds, but I won the majority of them. Fury said his country is at war, so people are siding with the country at war. Make no mistake, I won that fight. In my opinion, one thing is for sure from Tyson Fury's reaction to John Fury's antics all fight week, it's apparent he's made his mind up and will most likely avoid bringing him into his corner, as he's too emotional, rightly so, considering it's his son we're talking about. But it's not what he needs in a fight like this, which is what all boxing fans and even Tyson can agree on. Anyway, this concludes today's video. Be sure to subscribe to Fight Fury for future videos from the Combat Hour channel and turn on that post notification bell so you don't miss out on any future uploads. Until then, see you in the next one.